New moon blessings, beloveds. Que lo que was popping? It's your girl Clementine from Big Empress Energy. And tonight we're doing the new moon, new timeline collective candle Reiki. Okay, it's a transformation activation. ¿Por qué? Because this new moon in Scorpio is all about rebirth. Okay, now I don't know why Spirit want me to tell you that Scorpio, it be ruling the gonads. Okay, it rules them, the sacral, like that sexual energy as well. Okay, so with this energy, it's very, very much giving new life. Okay, very much giving a rebirth. All right, but you know what they be telling, like, pregnant people, y'all need to rest, y'all need to rest, y'all need to rest. Like, before you give birth, you need to rest, okay? And that's why I feel like we're getting a lot. Oh, happy birthday, Soul. That's so beautiful. Scorpio queen, happy birthday. That's dope. And so this energy is a completely, like, new birthdays are always like a new cycle, new year. But when it's happening on the new moon, it's going to be popping, okay? It's very potent new energy, new rebirth type energy. But yeah, so new moon, new timeline. Okay, so with this energy here, and it's ruling the sexual energy, some people could be feeling very sensual, and this sensual energy, sexual energy, is also very creative energy. Okay, it's very creative energy. So some of you guys who be feeling sexually frustrated, needing to channel it in a modality that you connect with. Okay, so for me, that's why I'm saying I'm just gonna sit in bed all day and write, because that's what I like to do. Okay, with my Gemini stellium, I like to write. I don't know what y'all like to do. Maybe you like to paint something, draw something. Okay, but yeah, we really want to channel everything really creatively. Okay, if you guys have any questions, put them in the question box. I'm gonna answer some questions, but I wanted to go over some of the things happening today because this is so potent. With the moon opposing Uranus, there could be a lot of shocks and surprises. Okay, this means that we could be getting some unexpected news. Okay, and what I'm seeing is that almost we're gonna be surprising ourselves. We're gonna be surprising ourselves with the way that we respond, with the way that we have elevated, with the way that we've grown. Okay, we're gonna be surprising our damn self, and I love that for us. I feel like people are really sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're sick and tired of you know, sleeping on themselves. Okay, sick and tired of being the reason why, you know, you haven't made the choices that you need to make. So it's like at a certain point, something's got to give. And I see that energy, like people really seeing what has to give, what they have to give up. And if you start right now, the transformation is going to be insane in the next 6 months. Now, what's really crazy about this too, remember the full moon in Scorpio, this was in May. Okay, this was in May. What has happened since then? How, like, are you, I feel like at that point, you also wanted to transform something. You also were wanting to change something. So what has changed since then? Have you been making them progress? Have you been showing up for yourself? Have you been slacking? Okay, it's never too late. Don't get caught up with like you feeling like you're behind, you know, or like you haven't been doing what you have to do. It's okay to just kind of rest, all right, during that transition period. If I'm able to save this, I will post it on YouTube, okay? Let me see what the questions is. You can receive, but okay, this is too much. Someone said, what should I do for Reiki tonight? How should I prepare for the Reiki tonight? Like, what should I grab? Let me see it. In case I need to grab anything. So you don't need to grab anything. Anything that you have is fine. All you need to do is set an intention, okay, a prayer. If you watch the live, that's also going to be helpful. If you don't watch the live, you can always watch the replay. You don't have to watch the live to receive the Reiki. But it is a way to connect with us, okay, to connect in real time. You don't really need anything, but what you can do, if you are called, you can get a candle. I would get like a quick burning candle, not like a one in a glass, but like a chime candle. I would pray over it. If you have any magic oils, I will put it over it, okay? Pray over it with the intention I'm open to receive the Reiki energy healing. I'm open to, and then also what I want you guys to do, because this is a new moon, and like, you don't have to do this, but if you're called to do this, visualize the new timeline that you want to create. What does it feel like? Okay. Who are you surrounded with? How do you show up? What do you do? Okay. How do you handle triggers? How do you handle curveballs? That's part of spiritual growth and development, is not being as triggered as you used to be from the same ish. Okay. Another way you can prepare is to cleanse. You might want to take a shower and visualize that the shower water is golden healing light, washing over and cleansing away any stagnant energy. You may be called to take a bath, to sit in bath water, put in herbs. Okay. Some of you guys may be called to make a spiritual bath, almost like you make tea in a pot. Okay. Putting in the herbs, blessing the herbs before you put them in, setting the intention, writing a petition about your new moon, new timeline, about your new intentions. Okay. Put it in their pot, let it get hot, okay? Then set it aside, let it cool down, and then you could put that water, you could pour it over you in the shower when it's cool. Don't burn yourself, or you could put it in you could put it in your bath as well and sit in it. Okay, that's about it on how you can prepare. All right, we're gonna be going live at 9 p.m., but you can always catch the replay after. Yo, Cindy, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing a black walnut bath, okay? This was something that was recommended to me by another spiritual practitioner, to do a black walnut bath. But I wasn't going to put my business out there. But now that you bring it up, yo, Cindy, that's exactly what I'm talking about, okay? A black walnut bath to take away and remove any toxicity, any stagnant energy, any evil eye, and things like that. How do you write a petition? Okay, so how you might want to write a petition, you could get, I like to do it, okay, I have two things. I have a book, like a notebook, where I have a lot of petitions, and I also like to, like, you could write it again on a cardboard paper, okay? A cardboard paper, you could put it underneath your candle or something like this. You can keep it with you, you can carry it with you wherever you go. You can put some oil, magical oil, in your petition, and basically what you're doing is, it's like, what I'm kind of seeing is like almost like scripting, okay? It's almost like scripting in a sense. It's like petitioning and asking spirit what it exactly is that you want. You have to be as well specific, okay? Because there's a lot of things that, you know, like, it's like when you have a genie and you have 3 wishes, you got to be very specific with the genie, okay? So when you're writing this petition, you got to be very specific, okay? And I know you're talking, you know, the trope, because that's like in a lot of comedy and a lot of like the kids show, like they ask the genie for something and the genie's like, yeah, you could get that, but they give it to them in a weird wonky ass way. It's the same shit with petitions, okay? So you want to be very clear and specific. Like, I want to, you know, like increase my income with ease, without, you know, stress, okay? Stuff like that. Great for release, cord cutting people, imposter syndrome, vices. Yup, yo, Cindy. Thank you for signing up. Is it true that you can't buy your own tarot? It has to be gifted. You can buy your own tarot deck. I believe that was a thing, because like back in the days, it was very expensive to buy tarot decks, because with the printing press, it was very expensive only for people who had mad money. So it was like, if you had mad money, like, you know, that's the only way you could get a card. That's the only way you can get cards or gift them to people. So that's why I think that that's a thing. But no, you don't need, you can buy your own tarot deck. How many planets in a house make a stellium? 3 or more planets. I've also heard 4 or more planets, but I think that 3 or more planets makes a stellium, or 3 or more placements makes a stellium. Right now we have a stellium in Scorpio. So what that means is that we are going to be feeling that intense Scorpio energy. I love you, baby. We're going to be feeling that intense Scorpio energy. Yeah, you can get black walnut from a botanica, child. Yes, I'm doing a sacral chakra cleanse this evening. We're going to be cleansing all the chakras, but we're focusing on the sacral chakra. Someone said it's time to lean back and receive or work to keep planting the seeds right now. So what I would say is that this is the time to visualize. This is the time to set the intentions. This is the time to write it out, to work, to write. How do I say to work? To write it out, to plan it out. Okay, plant the seeds, water it. Okay, it's that time to set the new intentions, visualize them. I would do a water, I would work with water this new moon because it is a water moon. That's why I would take a bath, okay? Advice for new Reiki practitioners. I feel like for new Reiki practitioners, my advice is just to give yourself Reiki every day. Is to give yourself Reiki every single day, and to pray and to connect with the Reiki masters. How can I stand up or protect myself around men who are mean or jealous to me at work? Ciao. I think it depends on the men. I think it depends on the people you're working with. It could be ignoring them, or it could be shutting it down real quick, like by the words that you say and having a comeback. Okay. Thank you so much. Yo, Cindy, I appreciate you. Anyways, yeah, you have to be very specific. Yes, sign up for tarot school. Tarot decks used to be hand-painted heirlooms. So if you bought one deck, then it was likely stolen. That's where the gifting practice started. Not super relevant anymore. Wow. Hand-painted. I never heard that before. You have a stellium in Scorpio. Yeah, prepare it like tea. Let it cool. Like you prepare any spiritual bath, child. Like I had just said, put the herbs in the pot. Let it cool, child. That's what I'm saying. Y'all live like this. Do I pull cards for myself daily? No, I do not pull cards for myself daily. I don't pull cards for myself daily, but I do whenever I'm called. Okay. I used to pull cards for myself daily, but I haven't been called to do that. So no, I don't. Hoodoo Hussy protection oil. Ooh, yeah, you could use a protection oil. When I used to work in the schools and I used to have a lot of evil eye and jealousy, I used to always use protection oil before I went in. That's how I have my own protection oil. It's a dragon's blood oil. I haven't released it recently. And I also have Protect Your Neck. And those are really good as well for protection on the daily. Tonight we're focusing on the third eye and the sacral chakra. I was thinking about making something for you guys for the chakras. I should do that because from the questions I'm seeing here, child, I need to do that. How do you get past a rough patch in a relationship? Any spiritual ritual to do for that? Are you talking about like a working? I'm sure that they do have them. Thank you. Thank you, guys. This is my hair. Do you call out each person's name that signs up for Reiki? Is that how it works, even if we're not watching the live? I absolutely call out every single body's name. I do the live, and then after I do the live, I get into the ritual, okay? And part of my ritual, I do say everyone's name. I mean, the ritual does start as well, like the altar's going before, but I get into like the more, like the petitioning, not the petition also has already happened, but, I read everyone's names, and then I'm also like sending out the Reiki to each of the chakras after the live. You have some of my protection oil left. That one was so good because it was like vanilla cinnamon waffles. Like that smell was so good. Yes. Satara, Florida water. Yes. Thank you. I don't have no protection oil available. How do you start shadow work? I want to, like, I love that you guys are asking me all the questions that I want to, like, write about more. But shadow work, basically, how do you start it is you call yourself out on your bullshit, quite frankly. And you realize, like, how you be the toxic one sometimes in relationships and situations. Some third eye oil. Yes, I love my third eye oil. Yeah. You can feel where your name is called. And also, like, yeah, I have such a connection because I do read everyone's name of, like, my regulars, okay? And so, like, the people who are consistent, not saying, like, every single Reiki, but the fact that even if I recognize your name, I feel like it strengthens that, okay? It strengthens that energy. Not saying you need to do every single Reiki, but whatever Reiki you're called to. But if, like, some people, like, I know your name. I know your first and last name, yo, Cindy. You know what I'm saying? So, babe, we connect. Thank you. Got my temptress oil. Thank you. So, if you purchase a ticket, your name is on the order. You don't really have to put in your name. It's more for, like, people who are getting it for their friends. You want to put in your friend's name. Yes, shadow work is at the forefront. 100%. What kind of oils can you use on candles? I use my magic oils. I use my Reiki oil. I use my blessings oil. Any oil that you have that's been worked by any spiritual practitioner that you connect with, you can put it on. You can carve your intention, a word into the candle, and then put the oil on it. If you want to put some herbs, you can sprinkle herbs after you put the oil. Or what I do with the Reiki is I put glitter all over my candles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, observe your own red flags. Shadow work. Shadow work. Look in the mirror. When am I planning to open Reiki school? January 2022. And it is going to most likely be limited spaces. Unlike my tarot school is more open, but the Reiki school is going to have attunements. So those attunements, I'm not going to be able to do like hundreds of attunements. So yeah, it's going to be a limited school. You haven't missed Reiki in a year? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I know you. Okay. But no, pussy fairy oil, yes. Can you rub honey on candles? I put my honey oil, which has real honey, but I'm sure you can. I don't see why not. Thank you, yo, Cindy. Yes, don't judge your shadow. Do I need to know tarot to join the school? I'm intrigued and I want to learn. No, you don't need to know tarot. That's what the school is for. But you should get a tarot deck. You should definitely get a tarot deck. Will I sell protection oil again? Yes. I will. But I want to do a sort of rebranding situation. So that's why I don't have like all my oils up. Don't hate your shadow. Don't hate your shadow because honestly, everyone has one, babe. Everyone has one. I'm great at what I do. Thank you. Hey, you got every Reiki. Thank you so much. I get more powerful. Shay. I need a spiritual mother. Please adopt me. That is so funny. I was thinking today, like, I need a mother for hire. I need a mother for hire. Yes, childhood wounds. That's true. You could put honey on a blunt. I think you could probably put it on a candle. Facts. If you could burn it on a blunt, you could burn it on a candle. See, that's why I fuck with y'all. I have one payment plan option, and it's for 2 months. Because the school is only 2 months. So I'm not going to have people having a payment plan when school's not in session. So, I mean, school is 6 weeks, so it drags into 2 months. So I have just that. That's the only payment plan. If not, you can always join tarot school if I run it again. I had a summer sale, like where you just get all the videos, but you don't get the lot. Like you get access to the previous lives, but you don't get like real-time lives. And that's at a more of a discounted price. I would recommend the Smith Centennial Weight for newbies. And what am I doing? I get this one from tarotcollectibles.com, the one I always use, tarotcollectibles.com. For the lessons, I always use the big giant one, the giant Rider-Waite tarot. Mentorship, maybe I'll get into mentorship after Reiki school, but until then, I cannot. Anyway, y'all, I hope you all have a beautiful new moon. I will see you tonight for the Collective Candle Reiki YouTube live, sound bath and group reading. I'm gonna go back into bed. I'm gonna do a lot of writing, reflecting. Also, take a bath today. Brew your herbs, take a spiritual bath, whatever herbs you're called to work with, you know, because this is a thing. Spirituality is not one size fits all. Spirituality is not one size fits all. So what one person needs for their spiritual bath may not be what you need for your spiritual bath. Okay, don't just go and get black wool. That's a very deep purifier. If you don't need to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you really need to think about what you need personally, okay, and then go and get it. Okay, put it in your bath. I'm not going to say everyone needs to put this in their bath. Everyone needs to put this in their bath because we're all different. We're all transforming in different ways. We've all been challenged in different ways. Okay? Anyways, beloved, if you want, also, I did a new moon pick a card. It's on YouTube. Link is in the bio. So check that out if you haven't already. Thank you all for the badges. And yeah, Spirit will let you know when you're needing your spiritual bath, okay? Ashe.